First Samuel chapter number 22, or chapter 21, verse number 15. The Bible says, "Have I need of madmen, that ye have brought this fellow to play the madman in my presence? Shall this fellow come into my house?" Now, I was looking up the word "I need," and the only time it's found in the Bible is right here. The word "I" and "need" together. And I was thinking of this thought this week of "I need." The first thing, that we need is God alone. You can say, I need God to do this in my life. I need God to do that. I need God to do this and that and this and that. But we need to really go back to the beginning of that sentence. You don't need God to do anything. You just need God. You need God alone. God will work everything out for you. God will do what you need him to do. But the main thing is you need God, and you need to be able to get a hold of God, and God's the provider, and you don't have to tell the provider how to do it. If I go to the doctor and if I need to go see a doctor, I don't tell my doctor how to do his job. If I need a lawyer, I don't go to the lawyer and tell the lawyer how he needs to do his job. It's just for anything. If I go to the police station, I need to make a report or something. I don't tell the police officer how to do his job. And so when I go to God, I don't need to tell God how to do his job. He's my provider. He's the one that's taking care of me, and I need him. I don't need him to do this and that. I just need him alone. Let him do what needs to be done. So we just need God. God can do anything. I was reading a story there about a preacher who their church, they had 21 inches of snow back to back and couldn't get the people in service. And he's wondering how in the world they gonna make it because they ain't able to, take up an offering. And so, because that's what keeps the church going, offerings keeps it going. And he said, "Well, how am I going to, keep this thing going?" And kind of discouraged. So he began to tell God how to do it. He said, "God, you got to start to speak to people's hearts when they come back. Make sure they give what they didn't give last week, and just make sure you speak to them about that. And I believe we'll be okay, Lord." He's sitting there trying to tell the Lord how to do the job. And next Sunday offering, just a normal offering. He said, "I don't understand. We missed 2 weeks offering. Why didn't the people give?" And so he began to say, "God, I don't understand. I told you how to what you're supposed to get a hold of these people." And then come and find out, what's amazing is he gets a call, just a few days later, and come find out somebody died. Um, it was somewhere in their neighborhood, and the man had left $5,000 to the church. That's how much they were behind. And it's amazing how God takes care of us. There's no need to worry about anything. You're taken care of. You don't need God to do this and that, this and that. You just need God alone. Let God rule your life. Let God do what's best for you. I heard another story about a man that had a disease. He was a preacher, and he had said, "Lord, I want to bless the world. I want you to use me to bless the whole world." Well, he come down with a disease. He ended up having to have surgery. He lost a bunch of weight, had one lung removed. I mean, all kinds of problems. While he was in the hospital, the doctor didn't give him much long to live. While he was in the hospital, he uh, a, started writing things down, and I think one of the nurses got to looking at it and said, "That's good. You ought to keep on writing." Then he got him a book together while he was in the hospital, and someone said, "You ought to get that published." He ended up getting it published. He sold 200,000 copies, and God used him to publish all over the world, and all because he just said, "God, I want you to bless me, and let the world be blessed through me." That's what he said, but he didn't tell God how to do it. He might have had something else in his mind. He might have been thinking, "Lord, let me get on TV and preach Jesus to the whole world." I don't know what he had in his mind, but God knows how he needs to do it. So always remember, we need God. You don't need him to do this and that. You just need God. Always remember that.